Here's the solution to 3.4.7. It's about z-scores and measures of position. It's a very important conceptual question to understand, not just do calculations. And so you can see here we have these two situations. We have population data about men and women. We have means, their mean heights, and the standard deviation. The mean height for women and the standard deviation. And again, the mean tells us on average what the heights of men are in this city. For men and women. The standard deviation tells us how spread out the data is. And because men's standard deviation is 3 and the women is 3.9, what we have here is that the men's data is actually closer together because the standard deviation is not as spread out. So men are more the same size than women. There's a wider distribution of heights for women. Now, in the context here, we want to calculate z-scores for a man who's 75 inches and a woman who's 70 inches. And so we mean by z-score, a z-score is a measure of position. It measures something. So with respect to this, we calculate the z-scores using this formula. You calculate the x value and you measure how far from the mean are you divided by the standard deviation. So z-score is a measure of how many standard deviations are you away from the mean. And that's where the standard deviation becomes important in terms of determining how far from average. Are you below average, above average? Are you average? Are you an outlier? Are you really far from average? We use z-scores to help us do that. And in this case, you can see a man who's 75 inches has a z-score of 1.8. That means they are over here somewhere. And so they are 1.8 standard deviations away from average, where in this case this woman is 70 inches. She's somewhere over here. She is only, this is 1.51, this is 1.8 standard deviations away. So you can see that the man is taller relative. Not only is the man taller overall, but he's taller relative to the average. So he's further away from average than this woman is. So that's an important concept to understand with z-scores, standard deviations, and means.